everybody out here. Hey, hey. Of course I picked the one called Almighty Dollar in honor of tonight's topic. I have to tell you the truth. I might be in rare form, and I'm definitely gonna say all the fucking things tonight. I have so many things to say, I don't even know which ones are gonna fucking come out. I have no idea which ones are gonna come out, but I'm gonna say them all as they come to mind, because there's some shit going on out there that I see that I can't get my energy behind. And usually that's enough, but not this time. This time I feel like I need to say something. So I'm going to. Okay, let me come find you guys. Enjoy the Almighty Dollar music. It's like a terrible dance party. It's so good. Okay, hold on. I'm coming to find you. 1 second. I'm coming. Say hi if you're in my tribe. If you're new, say hi so I can come find you. Hey, Susan. Oh, Susan, I'm on. Oh God, I have a feeling we're gonna get into some mischief tonight, y'all. Okay, I have found you. Let me just share really quick to one page. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how to get rich tonight. How about that? How about that's the biggest thing that I can do to counteract the bullshit that I see going on right now out there? I see some shit going on. I don't like it. All right, I'm gonna put on my headphones. Who's here? Say hi. I'm not seeing comments below. Hey, Jeff. Okay. So, I'm completely aware that I'm about to talk about the most taboo subject on the planet. I just don't give a shit. Do you know why? Because I want you to get rich. That's why. There's this weird crap that I see going on where people are... Okay. So let's just put it this way. How about this? How about, would it piss you off? Hey, Christina. Hey, Jamie. Would it piss you off if really rich people were judging some poor or average people for being lazy because they were poor or they were average? Would that piss you right off? 9 out of 10 people are going to say yes, that pisses them off. That it's ignorant for wealthy people to think that poor and lower to middle class or even middle class people are lazy because they're not rich. But for some reason, it's not the same in reverse when we talk about poor people and average, regular, middle class people judging wealthy people for being self-absorbed and only caring about money. Now, I don't know about you, but something seems like mischief in there. If it's ignorant for wealthy people to assume that poor people and middle class people, I'm just gonna say regular humans, because that's just easier. If it's ignorant and it's annoying as fuck for wealthy people to judge regular people for being lazy just because they're not wealthy, just completely ignorant to all of the stuff behind it, the wisdom behind it, the cycles of abuse, the trainings and the mindset belief that gets passed down generation to generation. How fucking hard it is to dig yourself out of something like that and sort of create that momentum for yourself with wealth, right? That would piss you off, but yet it's completely socially acceptable for some fucking reason, especially in this field, for people to bash wealthy people and to say like, everybody cares about money too much, and why are they talking about money, and you shouldn't care about money. Who the fuck doesn't care about money? That is straight lying. You're fucking lying. Can we not do that? Can we not like just straight lie about it? Who doesn't care about money? You don't want more money? You don't want to become rich? You don't want to be wealthy? It creates options and opportunity. It creates freedom. It creates abundance and states of overflow so you can give and you can serve and you can stop worrying about how you're going to pay your paychecks and you can actually show up and focus on other people, get off of yourself and focus on other people. How about that? How about maybe those rich, wealthy people don't actually care that much about the things they have, and it's just a way for them to push themselves to go to the next level so they can serve more fucking people? How about that? How about we talk about money? How about this? How about there's a really good reason why we fucking talk about money? Because people who struggle with finances because of the way that they think. And so who talks about, in this world, in this version of we're not allowed to talk about money, and people who talk about money or have money or all things about money are bad. In this world, who talks about the money? Hey, Phil. People who don't give a shit about people talk about money and have tons of money. This is the version in their world, right? So, okay, if that were true, if only shitty people talked about money and had money, then how is it, do you think, the people who are good people who don't have money are ever gonna fucking learn how to have money? If good people aren't allowed to teach them about money and about how it's good and it's safe to have shit tons of money, how are they ever gonna learn if we don't actually talk about it? If the good people aren't allowed to talk about money without being labeled as being money-sucking assholes that only care about getting your money from you and don't actually care about people, how the fuck are the good people gonna learn about money? Hey, Jacqueline. Well, welcome. This is going to be a shit show tonight because I'm all 90 shades of fired up because I can't take it anymore. And by the way, I'm just going to say all the things. And I know probably my sister who made a comment that I responded to her today because I felt out of integrity talking about this tonight without making a response to her. So I did. But I absolutely love her. And I'm sure she had 100 good points in whatever she was saying. But the one point that really stood out to me is something I'm seeing all over the place, and it's really pissing me off, and I'm sick of it. And it's pissing me off because it's holding amazing people back. It's keeping good-hearted people broke and struggling and suffering, and I'm not fucking having it. I'm just not. I'm here to break through that shit in this world and change the planet, so I will do so. So this is how I'm doing it. So here's the deal. If we know that talking about it is the only way that you can learn how to think about it differently and learning to think, this isn't made up shit. People aren't talking to you about money and trying to teach you about the mindset of money out of nowhere. It is proven science. This is neuroscience. This is based on the neural pathways in your brain and what lights up and what causes brave action and how we get this done. It's 80% mindset. It's 80% how you think. Success is 80% how you think. That is a fucking fact. That is not like an opinion. That is an actual fact. That is a fact. So if we know that that's just grounded science, that 80% is mindset, then guess what? That means 80% of the reason you're fucking your life up and not having money and you're struggling and you're stressed the fuck out is because of the way that you think. And how are we gonna change the way that you think? How can I change the way that you think around money if I can't fucking talk about money? I seriously can't take it. Okay, and here's the really blunt thing that I'm scared to say, but I'm gonna say it. And I'm saying it with love. I'm not saying it to judge anyone. I'm saying it because it's the truth. I just learned this the other day. Saying it clean. You can say shit that's true and honest, but you can say it cleanly without judgment and without like anger. So I'm saying this cleanly because this is true. This is my truth. This is my world of truth. The people out there that are insulting the way other people show up are doing it because they lack progress to their desire in that area. Which means that the people out there who are saying it's bad to talk about money and you're bad to talk about money and people are bad that have money and focusing on money, what we focus on expands. Make sure you don't focus on money. You might actually fucking get some. Okay, so we know this. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, I have to not say it like that because I'm saying this cleanly. I'm practicing saying it cleanly, even though it's super triggering the fuck out of me. The people who are out there slamming other people who are focused on money, for sure, are struggling financially. They're not getting the money results that they want. Why the fuck else would they say it? Think about it. Just be honest with yourself for a second. Why do you bash somebody else? If you're a guy, why do you bash another guy? There's something about him that triggers you because there's something about him you're jealous about, or frustrated about, or it's something you don't like about yourself. So when you see these other coaches out there, which it seems to be kind of it's not even just coaches, it's people. When you see other human beings out there insulting other people, you can bet your ass that one of two things. They're seeing reflected back a part of them that they don't like about themselves, and instead of owning it, they bash the other person. Or there's tension on where they want to go. They're trying to get somewhere, they're trying to get a particular result, and they're feeling tension about getting there. So instead of pulling in resource to get there and owning what they really want and giving themselves permission and really like ditching a lot of the old rules that they have and just telling themselves the truth about what they fucking want and what kind of results they're getting. And maybe they were burnt out trying to get the result, whatever the case is. They want that result, so instead of owning that and facing it and doing their own fucking work, they look at someone else and they point at them and they make them wrong. So when you see these people in the world insulting other people to try to inflate themselves, can we just see it for what it is? And maybe could you call the person out and be like, yeah, I don't really know about that. Why are we bashing other people to make us right? Sorry. That's probably loud. In other news, I don't know if that's loud for you. Is the airplanes loud for you? You should tell me in my comments so I know for the future if I should stop talking or if I can talk right through it, because I don't really know. In other note, my lives were cutting out because I live in Florida, and now they're not, because did you know there's something called an extender? So they put a Wi-Fi box out here in my, oh, they call it something in Florida. I was gonna say patio. They call it a, not a foyer, not a patio. What is this called out here? It's called your, oh, I forget. It's called like an island circle something, I forget. So they put an extender literally out here in the outside. They put an extender out here so I have Wi-Fi on my deck, because I didn't actually know this either. The Wi-Fi can't go through glass. Did you know that? So if you do, Lanai, thank you, Susan. I knew somebody would know the name of it. Okay, so tell me what you guys think about this. Tell me if you're fucking hearing me. It's like a rage going on. And I remember when I learned this lesson myself, like don't think I'm talking about something I haven't done myself. I did the same shit. Why do you think it bothers me so much? There's probably still a part of me that does it on some level and still needs to heal, because it triggers the fuck out of me. And I feel called to this. I'm literally writing a book right now about the ignorance that's happening between the poor people and the wealthy people, and how there's such a big gap that's missing, and both sides need to get fucking educated. Both sides, because it's human beings that change the world. It's not the rules and the government and that kind of stuff. You can say that all you want, and I get the intention behind that and I get the logic behind that, but that's not actually what changes the world. Human beings do. Human beings and the way we think. 80% proven fucking science. Keep dismissing it all you want. Well, they're just talking about me, you know, money because they want me to buy their shit. Really? After this video, you're never allowed to be that ignorant again. From now on, you will know what's really going on, and you will know what's happening, and you will see the other people. You will never not see it again. You will see the other people who are bashing and judging other people just to try to get you to... Do you know Hitler did the same shit? Yeah, I know this is dramatic, but it's fucking true. What Hitler did was capitalize on people's fear. This is a marketing strategy for slimy people. You can capitalize on people's fear and people's judgment and use that to book clients. Yep, you can do that. And do you know what else? It's a really brave act of fucking love for all the people out there that you see that are actually talking about money and that are actually having this kind of conversation. It's an act of love. Don't you think that we're aware that when we talk about money with you, that people are going to judge the shit out of us and think that that's all we care about is money, and we're just self-absorbed and we've changed and we're not a Christian anymore, and all the 7 million judgments that come our way? Don't you think we know that's going to happen? Yes, we have an awareness that that's going to happen, but we do it anyway. Why do you think we do that? There's way other ways for us to run our business and do things. We do it because we feel called. I feel called as a woman who used to be on welfare, raising my children, trying to figure out how to put food on the table, and has risen to the ranks that I've risen to be the top of my field. I know the journey. I know what's required. I know what shifts need to happen. I know how fucking hard it is. I know how relentlessly we have to stay in this and keep hearing it over and over and over to undo the 30 years of shit that we were taught that keeps us trapped and stuck, all the rules and the dogma and the endless amounts of shit. I know what it takes. So what would it really be like? Like, you want to talk about self-absorbed and money hungry? I would just sit here, I would capitalize on your fears, I would capitalize on your worries, and I would scare you into joining shit, and then I would never talk about money so that everybody would love me. That's what I would fucking do if I cared about money. That would be really easy. I can do that shit all day long. I could tell you how you can't, like there's so many people out there that are just trying to convince you to do this and convince you, and they only care about money, and they're not the kind of person for you. And of course you're not getting the results that you want to get, because this needs to be like a slow process. And, if you've gone 6 months and you've not gotten a client or you've not made any money, that's just the process for some people, and that's just how it goes, and that's okay. And I'm going to show you how to do this correctly. And this is not one person. This is like tons of people that I see talking about this stuff. I would talk about how, the field is getting saturated, and you have to know exactly what you need to say in your market. Otherwise, you're just going to drown out with everybody else. And this is all the shit that I would just capitalize on everybody's fears. I would capitalize on all their worries and insecurity about themselves. And I wouldn't talk about money. And I would only talk about how I want to give and heal everybody. And that's the only fucking shit I'd talk about. And not once would you be able to up-level your mindset around money, and you wouldn't feel worthy to make money. And then you'd be having low-ass prices, and it would take forever. But that would all be normal, because I just told you that shit was normal. So I wouldn't require very much of you, and that's easier for me too. That's like parenting without parenting. It's like, not making my kids do their chores because I don't want them to be mad at me. That's what that shit is. So yeah, can we just get a little more wisdom and knowledge around what's actually going on when this stuff is happening? Can you guys hear me? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you want to know what happened? I was trying to do my eyeliner earlier, and I couldn't because my arms were so tired because I did HIIT workout. Do you guys do that? Do you know what that is? It's like a high intensity interval training. And I've been like rotating my workouts now. So I do spin class, and I do hot yoga, and I do regular weights at the gym, and then I do this high intensity interval training. And my arms were so tired I was like this, trying to do my eyeliner. Okay, so hold on. Hold, please. While we're talking about all this shit, the money is out there. And that's another question. It's like, that's an internal thing, right? The internal thing is, oh my God, that's awesome. Multitasking. I do that too when I listen to stuff. Okay, so while we're talking about all of this, while we're talking about what is really behind all of this shit that's going on, what I really want to know is where you're struggling around this. Like, what comes up for you around, hold on, I want to go in here so I can see your comments. What comes up for you around this shit? Because I know people are really trapped and stuck with this, and it's not going to change unless we start fucking talking about it and doing some shit about it. And here's the other thing. Nobody gives a fuck when you're broke. Don't nobody care. Oh, there's a homeless person starving. Don't nobody care. Oh, he's probably just looking for booze. Oh, and her, that rich girl, she only cares about money and Chanel bags. Like, who the fuck are you? Who do you think you are? Everybody's just evil except for you. You're the only good person on the planet. Can I just say it like it is? That's what that shit is. Who's self-absorbed now? Who's lazy and self-absorbed? Not you, just them, everybody around you. And if I'm not talking to you, then you guys are just feeling oxygen right now that someone's talking about this. But if I am talking about you, this shit needs to change, and it needs to change right now. And we need to stop judging each other, and we need to stop assuming that you know what the fuck is going on in another human being's life, because you don't know. And I remember I went through this with one of my mentors, Katrina Ruth. There was this picture, and her and Amanda Francis, and I was another girl that I didn't know at the time. I think it was Jessica or something. It could have been someone else though. And I remember I asked Kat, I said, why do you have this picture up with like the Chanel bags in everybody's face? And I was like, I'm trying to understand, because it feels like you're shoving it in people's face. It feels like you're kind of like, look at us, we have all this shit and you don't, and I'm shoving it in your face. I was like, because I know her to be a woman of integrity, like same with Amanda, same with all the people I choose to have in my life. People who love people. They're people of integrity. They back up what they say. They're people you can really trust. They're good fucking people, really good fucking people. And the people that surround them are really good fucking people. So right? And like, I've known these people for a while now, and especially Kat. I've known her for a year now intensely, and seen so many aspects of her life. And I know she's a woman of integrity. So I didn't understand. It didn't make fucking sense to me. Like, wow, I don't get it. Why are you shoving this in people's face? That doesn't align with the you that I know. And she just kind of chuckled and was like, I mean, it's a purse. It's just a bag. Like, what is the big deal? And I just felt like, 100 pieces just together in my head. And it's like, all of a sudden I fucking understood, like, oh, Because when people are wealthy, they purchase something. If something's $6,000, it feels the same as it does for a regular person to buy something for $60. It's just not a big thing. And we don't fucking think about if that's in or not in the picture. If we put it in the picture, we do. If we don't, we don't. It's not a triggering thing. But somehow, if somebody's talking about when they're having a bad day or they're struggling or they're broke or they're needing help, everybody hates it. Or if you're showcasing some beautiful fancy thing that you just happen to love and it's in the picture, then everybody gets mad about it. And I just realized all the assumptions that are made and when we do that, it's us that is wrong. It's us that is making the money matter. It's us that's hyper-focusing on the money. It's often not the wealthy people. It's a really fucked up thing that happens in our culture that I am so hell-bent on changing. And it's a little tiny bit embarrassing to use my own example because it was an embarrassing moment for me. Luckily, Kat is super loving and patient and just sort of chuckled about it, but I learned a lot of stuff, right? So what if we changed this, right? What if we actually, instead of judging each other, we became open to making shit tons of money and getting wealthy, which I'm going to get into how to do that. If we actually changed and became people who are open to making shit tons of money instead of judging people who have money, then we fucking use that money for good. Not all of it, because you get to take care of yourself because there's abundance, right? And you get to ask, do you believe in abundance? Do you believe that there's abundance? Or do you believe that when you make money, you're taking away from someone else? Or can you just be an example of what it is to thrive, right? So can you be a person, because I know you're a heart-centered, incredible person, right? Can you be a heart-centered, incredible person who's open to making shit tons of fucking money and then giving yourself everything that you could ever long for or desire, so you're in such an epic state of overflow that you continue to expand, and then you use out of that overflow and expansion, you serve and love and change the fucking world? Can we do that? Instead of being the person that won't give the broke homeless person money and won't and just judges the wealthy people. What is the point of that? Who does that help or serve? How does that help the fucking planet? That keeps you stuck and keeps them feeling like they're a piece of shit for being broke, and keeps the wealthy person thinking you're ignorant and can't serve you or help you because you're stuck on thinking they're just trying to make money off of you. Nobody gets helped and nobody gets served. It's the lowest vibrational way of showing up on the planet that there is. Nobody's gonna get served or helped. It's just no. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's just a fucking no. Okay, so if you are somebody who is struggling with this and you want to know how to make money, this is what I have to say to you, because maybe you can fucking hear me now. Maybe you can hear me. First of all the people that are saying that money is bad and you're not allowed to be that way and you're not allowed to think about money, have money, money is evil, you're evil if you want money, so then you have to lie to yourself and pretend you don't want fucking money, and they're lying to themselves pretending they don't want fucking money. It's all ridiculousness. And get those people out of your life. Like, not get them out of your life. Maybe get them the fuck out of your life, maybe. Or set boundaries, be very clear about your boundaries. Like, I hear you, thanks for sharing how you feel and your opinions about this. This is what I think and feel, and what I would love is for you to not share your opinion about money, because we just disagree on this, and I'll love you right through agreeing to disagree, right? So you set boundaries with those people. Second, you work on your fucking mindset. You get around people. This is what I did. You want to know how I went from welfare to being on track for $2 million this year in my business? My third year in, that is absolutely ridiculous. It is so insane. Do you want to know how I did it? I certainly didn't fucking do it sitting in my bedroom all by myself or sitting on my computer all by myself. That sure as shit wasn't going to happen. If 80% of my thinking had to change to shift to become a woman who felt worthy of having a $2 million business my third year in, having come from what I came from, just a regular fucked up girl, went through shit tons of abuse when I was a kid, sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, religious abuse, casting demons out of me, all the shit. I very rarely talk about this, but I feel like my people know this was my childhood. Then I went into the Marine Corps, more fucking abuse in the Marine Corps. Then I got out, I got pregnant, then I got cheated on, and then I was a single mom on welfare. For years, I was a single mom on welfare. And that's how I grew up. I just grew up having the Bible shoved down my throat, and everything's a sin and everything's bad and you're gonna go to hell unless you're friggin' basically always repenting and always feeling bad about everything that you do and always playing really, really small and then always just waiting on God and not trying to take any action. Don't try to look beautiful. Don't try to have money. Don't try to anything. Just be content with what you have. Fuck being content with what you have. Of course we're content with what we have, but that's not the end of the statement. We're content with what we have while we're open and available for receiving so much more. There's infinite amounts that we get to have. And if you don't get to have it, then who fucking does? the people who do feel worthy because they're entitled and they're self-absorbed, because there are people like that out there, but this ain't it. In this field, in this circle of people, this ain't it. They're not here. So stop fucking talking about them like they are, because they're not. And I just had enough, and I'm gonna start calling people out. You wanna fucking insult people online, I'm gonna have a conversation with you in love, because I have so much respect for those people. Honestly, I really love them. Just this particular topic really fires me up, that's it. And so you're gonna insult people online, you're gonna start getting called out, because that's what needs to happen in our culture. Like, hey, I don't agree with this, and I think it's kind of slimy to insult other people to try to promote yourself. I think that's yucky. It's just yucky, right? So it would be getting your ass around other people. Like, have you ever been taught when you were a kid, don't hang out with those friends. If you hang out with those friends, then you're gonna be like them. It's such common fucking sense. But as we're adults, I remember when I first started doing this, when I was at HCI, there was like there was some kind of like, there was a fucking like homework assignment to like go hang out with 2 wealthy people. And I was like, fuck no. Like, it wasn't even like, oh, that feels uncomfortable. I was like, fuck no, blocked it out. Like, just definitely not fucking happening. I was so far from my comfort zone, it wasn't even funny. So then it was like years later, I finally was ready for something like that. And it all came flooding back to me when we moved here to Florida and my kids were here, and I was trying to teach them to make like friends who were doing the kind of things that they wanted to do in life and were going somewhere in life. Because even though we were used to hanging out with other poor kids and other poor people and other poor things, like, it's fine. People are fucking people. Poor, black, white, red, fat, blonde, it doesn't fucking matter. People are fucking people. Who cares how much money they have? Except for when it comes to this. Except for if you won't be around people that are at a higher vibration than you with money, then you can't be pulled into that. It has nothing to do with who else you hang out with, but if you don't have the courage to be around other people who are making money and who believe that it's okay and who are calling you to more and telling you you're not fucking showing up to live in your fullest fucking potential. You're squirreling out, you're pretending you don't know what you're fucking doing, you're pretending that everything's overwhelming and hard. This shit ain't fucking hard. This isn't hard. It's a little bit uncomfortable. It's not fucking hard. Stop pretending it's hard. This shit is not hard. It's not. Hard is hard. Hard. The example I always use is like the moms in Haiti watching their children starve to death. That's fucking hard. This is not fucking hard. This is uncomfortable. This is something new. This is growing. This is a challenge. That's all this is. This is callousing your old ways and callousing them over so that you're not repeating the same old behavior. It's creating new patterns and new habits. That's not fucking hard. It's uncomfortable. There's a big difference, right? So if you don't have the courage to put yourself in a room, right? Like oftentimes when I run groups, oh crap, I didn't even tell you guys about Unlocking Greatness. Okay, I will in 1 second. Okay, because there's only a few spots left and literally it's the greatest fucking program I've ever created in my life. All of my experience in every fucking, okay, I'm just gonna tell you now. But when I create groups like Unlocking Greatness, people will often come in the room and then they will message me privately, even though they basically know they're supposed to post things in the group. And there's a reason everything I do is very fucking intentional. It's not to make my life easier. It's intentional. I do things that fucking work. My one-on-one calls, they're 20 minutes. You know why? Because when they're 45 minutes, you spend 20 fucking minutes just recreating, just regurgitating all the bullshit that you shouldn't be saying out loud. And when you know you only have 20 minutes, I get to call your ass to the plate. We go into the no-fly zone, we tell the fucking truth, and we get the job done. And there's no room for all the other bullshit where you're like squirreling out and going around and repeating all the bullshit that's gonna keep pulling you back down. There is no time, no room for that. It's very fucking intentional. And the way I design and set up the groups, it's very fucking intentional for your maximum amount of growth. And so oftentimes people will go in there and they'll message me privately because they're nervous to post in the group, because they have this concept in their head that everybody else is ahead of them, everybody else is less fucked up than them, and people will judge them and they won't be received well, or they won't be liked, or they're not the same as, or they're not the part of. But everybody feels that way. Everybody feels that way. It is a challenge for all human beings to feel accepted and part of and like you belong, right? But like in my groups, we all fucking belong. When you opt in, you belong. That is it. You are fucking family. We are doing life together, and that's the way it fucking works. So I direct them back into the group and I reflect back to them like, hey, like this is my intention behind having you post in the group, and albeit you might be isolating and not used to being accepted, you're fucking accepted here, and I hold some strong, safe boundaries. I got your back. You're safe to post in the group and let people love on you and support you. And for so many people, this is new. People, just today, one of my clients was like, I've never had this kind of support. This is so new to me. I don't even know how to utilize it, which is fucking awesome. Like, yeah, let's teach you how to accept that I deserve to have shit tons of support. right? Ooh, Mary was just joining in. Hi, girl. Okay, so you missed all the good shit. You're gonna have to circle back, okay? Because this was some epic shit in here. It is life-changing shit. It is. Let's just call it what it is. This is life-changing shit. This is the shit that will change the world that everybody's scared to talk about. Nobody will fucking talk about, and we need to talk about it. We need to fucking talk about it, and we need to start calling out people who are doing damage against this. I know they don't intend to. They're incredible, beautiful people. Half the people that I've seen do posts like this, I have so much respect for them. I've even learned from half of them. Like, not as a mentor, but just from shit that they've said that's given me ahas and stuff. I have so much respect for them. I love them. They're good fucking people. This just creeps in. It just creeps in there. It's gross. I'm just, no. Okay. Unlocking Greatness. The greatest fucking group I've ever created. Because here's why. I'm literally going to take you through getting crystal fucking clear in your vision. What did we just say? 80% mindset. 80 fucking percent mindset. So if you don't even know where the fuck you're trying to go, you're lost already. You're done. You're done for already. Can't get there because you don't fucking know where you're going. You can't roll your place to nowhere. You're just gonna fucking roll all over the place. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. We need to have a map to get there. Okay? So we're getting crystal fucking clear in your vision. Now, it's your dream life. I'm gonna teach you how to get fucking clear what your dream life is. And of course it's gonna up level and it's gonna change, but I'm gonna teach you how to manage all of that, okay? So that you're not wondering like, how do I find my why? And I don't know what my vision is, and how do I know what I really want? What is my dream life? And you're not gonna do that anymore because I'm gonna fucking teach you how to do that. Now, next step is I'm gonna teach you how to create a system, a daily system, so when you wake up, you know exactly what you need to fucking do to create your dream life. And guess what? When you know exactly what, every fucking day I wake up, I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. And if some days, I'm not gonna lie to you, some days I'm like, I crushed it this month. Do I care about getting more results right now? Nope. Okay, do I care about reaching more people? Yep. And then I'll jump back in. Do I care about being a great example for my kids? Yep. Yep. Right? So unless I have a called blackout day, which is like I'm just giving myself a day off, I know what to do every single day to show up, and I know what to lean into. And when you're in that fucking race and you're just like, oh, I'm done. When I used to do the half marathons, mile 11, I was done for. I was fucking done. I'm not going to mile 12 and a half because I'm fucking done at 11. And that's when I used to need to pull in the resources, right? So I teach you guys how to get your vision clear, what your dream life is, and then we're breaking down the steps into a daily fucking plan. So you have a system that you wake up every fucking day. I'm gonna wake up and I know exactly what I need to do to guarantee results. Not like, maybe, I wonder if it's gonna happen. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. I hope it happens. I hope I get clients this month. No. I'm gonna teach you how to have a system so that you fucking know you're getting results. I know I'm getting results. I know my son is not in danger right now. I know he's not. I know my daughter's not in danger. I don't wonder, maybe, I'm not really sure. I fucking know it. I know it because I've made sure, crystal clear, sure that it's going to happen. And there is a level of showing up where you can be certain that you're going to get results. You can be certain that you're going to reach your goals. This sounds like bullshit. It sounds too good to be true. Yeah, I know. So does making being on track for $2 million in 3 years. That sounds too good to be true too, but it's fucking not. This is reality, so you can hem and haw or hesitate, but really that's just an excuse of procrastination because you're terrified to actually fail. And so the fuck what? So what's the worst thing that ever happened? You failed at something, guess what? You got way further trying and failing than you did setting some small ass goal or procrastinating or being like, I'm gonna wait until I approve or whatever other dumb shit we tell ourselves. All the stuff that I've already done and gone through and told myself. I'm just listing the shit that I've done, right? Okay, so you get one-on-ones with me, literally every single week you get one-on-ones with me. And I'm gonna rip through the patterns you got going on, rewire this shit. My clients are forever like, oh my God, right? Like this is just, I'm really good at what I do. I always know why you're squirreling out and what shift needs to happen, okay? You get weekly trainings in the private Facebook group. You get access to the membership. So everything's recorded because I have people all over the world doing this kind of stuff. Everything's recorded for you, left in the membership indefinitely, so you have access to it forever. It's gonna be audios, workbooks, live trainings, etc., right? So I'm gonna teach you how to get clear on your vision, right? How to set and reach your fucking goals, how to get crystal clear what your vision is and what this is my dream life that I'm creating. I'm gonna teach you how to organize and design it so that every fucking day you know exactly what to wake up and do, right? You literally know how to do it. I'm then gonna teach you how to actually create, I'm gonna teach you how to know that you're strengthening and seasoning and getting faster and faster. Because when you first start out with your system, it's not like you're gonna wake up tomorrow and just magically be able to crush out your whole system. That's not gonna fucking happen. I don't even crush out, well, that's not true. You wanna know the truth? Today was the first day that I crushed out my whole fucking system. Perfectly. I nailed it flawlessly today. So my goal is to get everything done by 12 o'clock, besides Facebook Lives, because it's a better time to do at night, right? Oh, it's cutting out? I should have read that earlier. Well, maybe the new Wi-Fi doesn't work. Son of a bitch. Okay. So then I'm going to teach you how to actually be coachable and get the results with a high-level mentor. So I'm going to teach you how to be the maximum amount coachable with me so I can get you the maximum amount of fucking results. And then that's going to carry over into everything that you ever invest in, that you'll learn how to get 10x results in everything that you invest in, right? I'm going to teach you how to change any behavior right now. So any behavior that's stopping you and kicking your ass from being able to show up and actually work out that entire daily plan that you have, I'm going to teach you how to break through that, okay? Great reception on mine. Oh, good. It must have been cutting out on her. I was going to say, I have a whole brand new fucking Wi-Fi here. That would have pissed me off. It's hopeless in Florida. Fuck. Okay, good. I'm glad it's on her end. I was just going to ignore it so it didn't piss me off. Okay, how to change any behavior right fucking now. And honestly, just that alone is worth it. Just fucking that is worth it. Okay. How to remove emotion and show up even after that initial motivation phase shows up. So I picked 6 weeks for a reason, because 6 weeks is long enough. You're gonna have created that system. You're gonna fucking have the system right in the beginning. Week 2, we're gonna have the fucking system. It's gonna be organized. You're gonna know exactly how to track it, it's so fucking, wait till you see how easy I make it. Nothing's complicated. There's no complicated fucking system. It's basically a checklist of things designed to make you absolutely crush your dream life. End of story. And I'll show you exactly how to fucking do everything, organize it and everything. I'm gonna show you my checklist. I'm gonna show you everything. It's amazing, right? And so I'm gonna show you, once that initial motivation wears off and then you dip into that space of like, oh, why am I doing this? I don't really fucking care. I'm gonna teach you how to break through that once and for all. And then you will know how to do that with every fucking area of your life, right? Every other area, you're gonna know how to utilize that same skill. Okay, then I'm gonna obviously teach you, because 80% of everything is a mindset for greatness. There is a mindset for greatness. There's a mindset for people who are breaking through and going to that top 1% and are gonna fucking change the world. And it's very fucking different than the rest of the world. Really, really different. Look at the tiny one piece. We just talked about money and how much, and that's like one piece of one piece. This is like straight basics. Like, we're fucking making a bunch of assumptions. Like, as adults, we should probably catch ourselves doing that, but we don't, because it's culturally bred, right? It's like a cultural thing. So all of that is what you get in the Unlocking Greatness group. It is a PM me. If you want to join, it's PM me. There's a couple spots left. I don't remember how many spots are left. A couple people joined today. 2 people joined today. I don't remember how many spots are left, but there's a couple spots left, because it's one-on-ones. It's limited. It is what it is. So the doors close when they close, when it's full. So if this sounds like a hell yes for you, just PM me. I feel like there was something else I needed to tell you guys. Oh, thanks, Susan. Susan dropped the link down there that you can click to PM me. So here's the deal. I know I said things bluntly, but what other way is there? Because if we were just allowed in this culture to just tell the truth and be really honest, instead of making shit up or insulting other people or, you know, judging other people or playing small and holding back and fear of failure and all the mischief that goes on, if we were just allowed to be like, you know what? I really fucking want that. I want to be the top of my field. I want to be a leader in my field. I want to crush it and be rich. I want to be wealthy. I want to make 7 figures. I'm just doubting this, and this, and I'm stuck here and stuck there. Imagine if we just talk like that instead of the other way that we talk, like, oh, don't, you know, all the rules and bullshit and judgment that we have for people. Like, imagine if we just told the fucking truth all the time. This just happened. That's why I call it the no-fly zone. It happens all the time. My clients come to me and they're like, blah, 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 because this, it's really okay because that. And I'm like, okay, we're going to the no-fly zone. Enough of that shit. Now can you fucking tell me the truth? What fucking happened? Why didn't this sell? What happened here? Blah, blah, blah. And then they tell me and I'm like, you knew this all along. Like, you could have fucking told yourself that at home and then worked. That's why we need each other. That's why we do life together. Because none of us actually do that shit on our own. When we're left to our own devices, we squirrel the fuck out, which is why I told you want to get rich, get around people who are okay with making money and who are calling your ass to more and who are going to call you out on your bullshit and who are going to teach you how to think like a person who is okay with making money and feels worthy to make epic amounts of money. 80% mindset, 80 fucking percent. You want to be broke? Hang out with 5 other broke people. That is what it is. There's no judgment of broke people. Give me a break. If anybody wanted to take that and twist it, I just felt the need to say that. I grew up on welfare, was on welfare for like 20 years. There's no judgment of poor people. If anything, I have nothing but respect. And it's why I fucking exist, to make you start to pay attention and realize what's gonna fucking take to get to that next level. There's no amount of doing you can do. Hardworking people are broke all the fucking time. That ain't it. That ain't it. You gotta get around the mindset. You've gotta learn the fucking mindset. That's it. The more you're around it, the more you're gonna shift, the more you're gonna grow, the more you're gonna have the mindset. Makes sense? And by the way, I just fucking love the people who stayed on this. By the way, you're my people. I love you to absolute death, because this was a hardcore one. I'm not ignorant to that fact. Oh my God, there's a frog back there that sounds like he's talking. Okay, I think that's everything that I had to say today. I'm just checking in to see if there's anything else that I have to say, so I don't do a live like this and then hop off and be like, oh, why didn't I say that? Is there anything else that I have to say to you? No. I feel like what's left lingering with me is like, just tell yourself the fucking truth. Just tell the truth. Start telling the truth better. Just tell the truth better. All of us. I'm still working on it. We just gotta tell the truth better. And when you find yourself judging someone else or getting triggered by someone else or being angry at someone else, just recognize you're only pissed off because they're doing something that is a part of you that you don't like. And you're only judging them because they have something that you fucking want. And the only reason you judge people is because you know if you shifted your shit, you could have it too. You know you're capable of it. That's why it pisses you off, because you're like, if I had showed up this way that I know to show up, but I can't seem to get myself to show up that way, I'd fucking have that result. That's why. Otherwise, it wouldn't bother you. It doesn't bother me when I see someone riding a tricycle fucking across my yard, or like a unicycle. That doesn't bother me because I don't feel like I'm gonna ride a unicycle, or I need to, so that shit ain't gonna trigger me. But people who do things that I know I'm capable of, but I'm not showing up in a way to get that result, that shit makes me jealous and triggers me. Because there's a part of me saying, wake the fuck up, sister, you can have this, let's go. If you start acting today in integrity with who you know you're meant to be, you will have that, but you're acting out of integrity. You know better, you know to do better, you knew the investment, you heard a hell yes, you heard the program like the, maybe it's Unlock Greatness, maybe it's a different program. You heard the fucking hell yes. And here's the thing, the only reason you feel tension, my text message is blowing up. Listen to this for a second. Listen to this. This is another piece that will change your life. The reason you feel overwhelmed and scattered and frustrated and chaotic, or whatever the feeling is because this is what fucking happens. This is it. And you know the truth when you hear it, so listen to this. You heal, that's why I follow you. I saw that smile face when I'm acting a fool. That's my girl. I love you. Okay, this is what happens. The wisest part of you, the part of you that knows the truth, that knows better, your highest version of yourself, the future version of you, the deepest levels of wisdom that you have, knows something. And it knows, fucking knows. Like, I know. Oftentimes I give clients homework to write down everything that you fucking know. I know. This is what I know, because they need to be clear. They need to let that out because they focus on all the other shit. So you'll get this instinct, I know, right? Because we're talking about money, let's just talk about I know I should launch this program. I know I should make that investment. That program is fucking oh my God, I have to do that program. And then what happens is we have this knowing, and then instead of staying there, and instead of using our brain to back up our soul, okay, I know that that's meant for me, so now I'm gonna use my brain to figure out how I'm gonna make that happen. I just fucking know it needs to happen. Instead of doing that, what we do is we knew this, and then we do this. Whoop. And then we start focusing on something else, I'm gonna launch this program. Oh my fucking God, this is my message. This is what I'm gonna do. But what if people judge me? But what if I fail? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna sign up. I'm gonna register for Unlock Greatness. I'm fucking doing this. I'm gonna get on the phone with Mandy. She scares the shit out of me, but I'm gonna fucking do it anyway because I know she's gonna love my ass to greatness, right? Oh my God, but what if I don't make my money back? But what if I fail? But what if I'm stupid? What if I'm not good enough? What if she thinks that I'm an idiot? How did I know that people were actually scared to get on the phone with me because they thought they had to have all the answers? Hi. If you had all the answers, you wouldn't fucking need me. Of course you don't have to have the fucking answers. You get on the phone with me and say, Mandy, I'm coming in a hot mess. I'm coming in hot. I'm fucking all over the fucking place. Help me out here. Rein me in. What do you think I do to my mentors? You think I haven't used the phrase, I'm coming in hot? That's exactly what I fucking say to my mentors. I'm coming in hot, guys. I'm fucking, woo! I'm so fucking coming in hot. I just need some fucking boundaries here. Somebody help me out. Like, come on. That is what we're here for. And you know what? I picked people who was like I remember the reason I picked Kat was because she was Amanda's mentor. And I remember thinking, oh, she can handle Amanda. She definitely can handle me, my fucking big energy, my big ass. And I was fucking right. She could. I can handle some epic amounts of shit. People can come in from, like, are you kidding me? Hi, have you met me? I just said this to a client today, like, you don't need to have anything figured out to fucking call, like to book a call with me. You don't need to be like all nice and neat and have results. The whole fucking point is if you book with me every single week, if you're connecting with me in the group, if you're fucking tagging me, if you're communicating with me daily, you're gonna get fucking results. End of story. You can't be in my energy and be in the way that I think and not get results. It's not possible. That shit's not fucking possible. What is possible is you get in a room that I coach, you get into one of my fucking groups, you get into my high level diamond mastermind. And by the way, Tracy, if you hop on, congratulations, girl. One of my favorite people on the planet just joined the diamond mastermind. I'm so excited for her. So if you get in the room with me, then you're in one of my high level groups. Utilize me, fucking tag me and show me your shit and let me fucking let me help you clean all this shit up. That is the whole point. That I have to say this to my clients. So I figured, fuck it. I'm just gonna start putting it in my marketing. I'm just gonna tell y'all when I have your attention. I'm gonna tell you like, girl, guy, I have plenty of guys coming in now, which I'm super excited about. There's some epic men in my groups. My God, I love you guys. And people think that they have to have it all put together. Well, what did you, like, if you had it all put together and everything was all figured out, then why would you be in the group? You're coming in the group because shit's messy, because shit's fucked up, because you're like, I'm all over the place, I do this, I think, every time I think I know what I'm doing, then I really don't. Why do you think I created this group? Why do you think I created a group where I'm going to teach you how to have a clear fucking vision to design your dream life and then a system that you're going to wake up every fucking day? And what's going to happen is in the beginning of this system, and I'll teach this in depth in the group, right? But in this group, in the system, each morning, you're going to get like some of it done. And then a couple weeks later, you're going to get more of it done. And a couple weeks later, you're going to have seasoned and made some of the processes either. And if you're, if you're at the place where you already have a team, then maybe you'll take some of those and you'll send them off to a team, or you'll outsource those to team members, and we'll teach you how to outsource, and we'll teach you how to hire. So, like maybe you're checking some of those off and handing them off to team members, and maybe you've added a few on there, and then, maybe this, like you really got results in this area, and then you want to up level that area. So then we're gonna shift those to the next one. Like I teach you how to do all of this, all of it, 6 weeks. We have 6 weeks to change everything, and we will. And so over time, in that 6 weeks, you'll get to the place where you're consistently showing up, and you're used to using the system, you're used to updating the system, you're used to having it, you feel fucking confident, you're crushing it, you have that safe feeling of like, I know I'm gonna get results because I'm doing everything, I'm doing what I need to do in order to create my dream life. So you have that confidence and that sense of safety. So then all that time you were spending freaking out and being worried about if you're gonna get the results, or what do I do, and you're doing all these fucking webinars and free trainings and whatever other bullshit, and paying for all these other things and trying 7 different systems. I'm going to give you an easy, no bullshit, so fucking easy system to do every day. Then you can check them fucking off on your little list. I highlight them. I'll show you guys everything I do. And then you're going to watch yourself, which feels so good. You're going to watch yourself be able to handle more and more and more and more and more. Because like anything else on the whole planet, the more you do it, the easier everything gets. When I first started doing the 30 tasks in my business, I was like, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. And there was a few of them that I just kept avoiding. And then I'd be like, okay, why am I avoiding this? And I'll teach you guys that too. I'll teach you what to do when you keep avoiding one. How do you shift that? One of them was my emails. And then I realized I didn't like how it looked when I sent it out. I didn't like how it looked. And I felt like I was spamming people just because it looked bad. So even if I gave valuable information, I didn't like how it looked. And if you're not on my email list, go to mandyperry.com. And there's free stuff over there. You can opt into one of the free things and get on my email list. I send out a daily email with tons of awesome shit. Like it's valuable fucking shit. And you're not going to read it every day, but then when you need it, or there's a topic that you really love, it'll be there for you as a resource. And then I always let you guys know what's the current program and everything like that. So feel free to opt into that if you're not already. So if you're interested in that program and you hopped on later, just PM me and I'll give you all the details for that program. It's called Unlocking Greatness, and I'm so fucking excited about it. It's gonna change lives, and that's why actually, I had a certain amount of people that I allowed in, but then I realized this is gonna change fucking lives, and I needed to open up more space. So I changed my schedule around, and I opened more space to take a few more people in there. So that's what it is. The doors will close when they close. It's open now. If this resonates with you, you either get to focus on what your soul just said, hell yes, and make it fucking happen. Use your brain to back up your soul, or you can go, yeah, but but what about this and what about this? And that's when you feel that tension, because there's something you know, but then you're focused on something that takes you away from what you know, but you know in here. And that feeling is, I know this is what's in integrity to do, but I am focused over here, and now my brain's over here and my soul's over here, and they're like tension. They're not like in alignment and in integrity, which is why it feels so good when we take brave action. That like exhale, that expansion we feel is because we're coming back into alignment and integrity. That's why we feel such a big expansion. So many times in my life, I've made huge investments, and you would think after I make a huge investment, I would contract, right? You'd think like, oh, I'm going to make this like $30,000 investment, and then I'm going to like be careful. I'm going to kind of be careful with money. It's never what happens. When I expand to that level, it's just like a state of flow happens, and then I just expand more, and it's like, then I will up level everything in my life, and it always works out. It's always okay. I never wait until I make X amount of money to spend money. I've learned to let the money flow. And of course, we're going to cover money mindset because we have to, because you have to be able to feel worthy of making money in order to be able to be wildly successful. You cannot have a shitty mindset around it. 80% mindset, 80 fucking percent mindset. Your mindset better be on point with money if you want to be rich. That's it. End of story. Okay. That is all. My son is eyeballing me. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to know the rest of you that joined the group. This morning when I woke up, I was like, I can't wait to see who else joins the group. Like my one-on-one people, you know what I mean? Like the Evolve group that I have right now. I get to know you in the one-on-ones, and I don't know. I like to get to know people. I don't get to always know my clients intimately, but in the high level groups, when we are tracking every day, and any of the higher end groups, I get to know my people. And of course, the people that engage on my blogs and stuff every day. By the way, I love you. I love you for engaging on my blogs. Thank you. It means a lot to me. I work hard to give you guys lots of value, and when you engage, it means a lot to me. So thank you. I love you, and I appreciate you big time. Okay, have a fantastic night. If you're new to me, please let me know below. Tell me it's your first time or that you're fairly new, so I can come stalk you and say hi to you. If you're my audience and you got value in this training video, please share it. I know this was a bold one, so you must be bold to share this one. And if you're interested in the Up-Leveled on Command, Unlocking Greatness. Up-Leveled on Command was like 6 months ago. That's funny. The Unlocking Greatness program, the 6-week program, just PM me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, okay? Have a fantastic night. I love you guys so much. Goodbye.